Hey guys, I'm gonna build a greenhouse for this particular area over here. What I'm gonna do is grow crops in it. I prefer crops over pork when I go mining, and I'll cover that in another video why I prefer that. But anyway, I wanted to show the design that I like to go with. As with any greenhouse, it needs to be transparent, so I like to make mine out of glass. And it's just for looks, mostly. And I also make a lot of things out of glass because I like to see what's on the other side. I just don't like to open a door and there be a creeper on the other side. I like to have the advantage of seeing it, so that's why I make a lot of stuff out of glass. I haven't really laid this out yet, but some of the things you're going to need is an infinite spring for this design and a truckload of glass. And then I went ahead and farmed the seeds already. If you don't know how to farm the seeds, just take a hoe and just till the grass, right click, till the grass, and randomly you'll get seeds. So anyway, on this design that I'm going to do, let me go ahead and start laying this out. I'll put this through here. This is going to be the outside wall, and I'm probably going to go like right around here and over to about here. Anyway, let's see, this outside rim, I'm going to have torches for the lighting. It's going to help things grow. Get rid of that. That. And then this particular one is going to be, it's going to be seeds there. And then this is going to be the, where the water's going to be. There, water here. This design. And I'm not going to build this whole thing just to kind of, for the sake of time. But this is basically going to be the layout. These tunnels that or these little canals that I'm making are going to be for the water. And like I said earlier, these are going to be infinite, so they won't be running or anything. I find that infinite water is better. It'll cover larger spans than just running water, so that's why I prefer that. And then this here. And the reason I'm making 2 rows like this instead of 1 is because this canal of water will fertilize this particular block, and this canal will fertilize this block here. So that's why they're 2 blocks like that. Okay. So I think you get the idea. That's basically going to be the layout. And then I'll have torches in like this. It's going to be pretty good size, as you could tell. Like I said, I haven't really marked this out yet, so hoping it'll fit. So there's the layout, and all this on the outside is going to be torches. One of the important things you're going to need is a way to cross this thing. So you can pick about the center point. Actually fill those back in, because I'm going to be walking on this. When I go to harvest the crops, I need a area to walk on, because if you walk on your crops, you'll destroy the crops. So that's why I need that there. So I think you get the idea of what we're doing here. And of course you can build this as small or as big as you want. And like I said earlier, it's not going to have a roof on it because I want it to be, it'll have torch light for helping it grow, and it'll also have natural sunlight. And the torches are going to be so it can grow at night. Alright, and then I'll put a door in here somewhere. I'll figure that out later. But anyway, that's basically going to be the layout. And then this middle section, I like to put torches here too. Since I'm going to be walking on it, nothing's going to be growing there. And these torches will help them grow too. Okay, there we go. Don't need that. Probably don't really need all these torches, but I'll worry about that later. I'll probably take every other one out. Okay, sorry about that. I'm in a TeamSpeak channel, so somebody joined on, and I didn't want to interrupt what I was doing. Oh, lovely. Alright. So anyway, that's basically the layout. There's a couple of things that I'm going to add to this, and it's going to help keep the monsters out. What I'll do is add, let's see, I'll add these little bonfires. And what these bonfires are going to do, so where am I going to put this? I'll put it right here, I think. There. What these bonfires are going to do is going to kill any animals that spawn in here, because when the animals walk on your crops as well, they will destroy them. So I'll put one here, and that should be enough. Okay. Alright. Anyway, that's the layout. And then, let's see, I forgot my bucket, so I have to get that later. Alright, to light these, basically what you do is just set them on fire. No big deal. But they will spawn out away from... Oh, let's see, that one burned away. Normally they don't do that, but every once in a while they will. Sometimes if you just put blocks all the way around them, it'll keep them from burning away. If you just watch them just for a minute, make sure the fire doesn't spread, generally they're okay. And it looks like there, it's going to be alright. Okay, so that's how you do that. So you can light the rest of them. And again, these fires are going to kill any monsters in here. So, I'll come back, stop the video, and add water. But basically what I'm going to do is till the ground. Add the seeds. Hopefully I can lay them before. Let's see. Just down here. Be better. Again, don't walk on those because you'll destroy the crops. Let me pause this real quick and let me go get my bucket. I'm going to need that to fill this stuff in. And now that that fire's okay, I can take that block out now. So let me pause this. Let me go get my bucket. I need to finish this. Okay, back at the spring. I got my bucket. So what you're going to do is just fill these in with the infinite spring, and just real simple. Fill it in until the water doesn't move anymore, and that will help fertilize everything. I'll fill in the rest of these later, but you get the general idea. And I don't think these guys spawned in here, but if they do get in here, that's what these fires are for. So burn those guys away. And lighten this again. As long as this doesn't spread immediately like that, as long as you get to it real quick, generally these are okay. They don't burn away like that other one did. I don't know why that did that, but anyway, just give it just a second, and then they should be alright. Okay, that one's alright. Okay. Alright. Here. I think you get the idea. What we're after. And these are the types of farm systems that I like to build. So just put that in the middle. And again, we'll just go ahead and start this up a little bit. Okay, we'll need a couple more of these. Hey, a victim. And it looks like I don't have enough seeds to do this, so I'll have to harvest some more seeds and finish this thing up. But anyway, that's the general layout, and what I'll do is I'll knock one of these out over here, and I'll probably put a door like Well, not next to the fire. Put a door like right in here-ish. Something like this. I'll probably take this up. Oh, I don't know. 3 would be more than enough. With this little lip here, I might want to get this corner up a little higher. I want to take that one up to 4. It should be alright. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to get up there. But just to make sure that whatever's can't jump and shoot me, I'll just go ahead and take that up to 4. I may put a lip on that, I'm not sure. I'll take it up to 4 for now. If I decide to come back and put a lip on that instead, I may just do that. Okay, so anyway, that's the basic design, and like I said, I'll take probably every other torch out of here. But anyway, that's the general layout that I like to go with. And when it comes to harvesting, you'll just knock your crops out, and then you'll be able to walk in this water, and that's how you'll be able to loot your crops. And with this water being still, I'm going to fill these in so the water's still. It won't be pushing me around, and as you can see, you can reach both sides just fine. So that's the layout that I like to go with, and I put these fires in here again to knock out the monsters in case they spawn, or sorry, not the monsters, but the animals in case they spawn in here. And this is going to be my walkway right in through here so I don't destroy my crops. And then when it comes to harvesting, I'll be able to reach them all from here to knock them all out. And of course, when you harvest, you can just knock them all out and move on through. You know, you won't have to worry about destroying them, because you'll just be knocking them out and moving kind of like this. So you don't. Anyway, you can harvest them like that. So anyway, this is the basic design that I like to go with. Make these in glass so I can kind of see all the way around in case there's something outside the door. As you notice in a lot of my other videos, I use a lot of glass. But this is the layout that I like to go with. And well, I think what I may do is I'll pause this for now, and then I'll come back when it's finished and kind of wrap this up. Anyway, take care for now. Okay, guys, to wrap this up, go ahead and finish the rest of this. I didn't really talk about it, but the objective here is to, the reason you want to put water in these systems is because you want this type of soil right here. This is hydrated soil, I think is what they call it. And that's the best type of soil to grow crops on. I think what I decided to do on this one was to put a lip on this. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so we'll do that. Lip on this little guy here. Oh! Burning up my glass, darn it. So anyway, that's the idea. I'll come back and I'll put a lip on this later. I'm not going to build that now. These are the walkways. The fires are to kill any animals that spawn in here. And when it comes to farming this stuff, just walk in the infinite springs, and that way you won't destroy your crops. But anyway, these systems I prefer. Pretty good. They get good visibility coming in and out of this thing. That's why I like to make them out of glass, and I think they work out pretty good. The infinite springs part works out well. I think better than running water, like I talked about earlier, because infinite springs obviously can go on forever. And I make these 2 rows so the water can hydrate one side, and that row of water can hydrate the other side. So I think you get a pretty good idea of the layout and what I'm after here. The torches again are to help grow the crops at night, so that's why they're in here. And again, these fires are to kill any animals. What you're after is, in case you don't know anything about crops, is you're after that yellow crop there. that's what you're after. And if you want to harvest this thing early, you can. Just jump in the water like this so you don't smash the rest of these. And just left click them, and then it'll feed you some seeds so you can replant that. And then it's still tilled, so I can go ahead and plant that. So anyway, earlier what I talked about is that I prefer these type of crops over pork when I go mining, and the reason I do that is because when it comes to pork, let's take an example. If you take 2 pieces of pork with you, and we'll just we'll use these 2 pieces of cobblestone to represent those pork pieces. You can't stack pork, so that's all you got basically with this example. You can only fill these 2 spaces up. So if you take one of your pork, it'll fill, I believe it's 4 hearts, and so you basically have 8 hearts worth of food. With crops, you can carry, I believe it's 64. I think 64 is how they stack. And if you can carry 64 of these, it takes 3 of these to make wheat. And in order to make wheat, bread. In order to make bread, it takes 3 pieces of 3 pieces of wheat to make 1 piece of bread, and you need a workbench. So if you do the math on it, 1, 1, and 1. So if you do the math on it, 64 into 3 is 21. Okay, so 21 pieces of bread, and they do, I believe, 1.5 hearts. So you can see there's an extreme benefit. I think it's 1.5. Maybe it's 2. It's right around there. Anyway, there's you can heal more hearts with a stack of 64 bread, which takes up 1 stack, and your workbench taking up the other stack, so you can heal more hearts that way with less space. So that's why I prefer bread and wheat over pork when I go mining. I can heal myself more with less space. So anyway, that's my layout, and it works out pretty good. So obviously the size can vary depending on how much space you have, or how much glass you have, or if you want to make it with glass at all. The only thing I do recommend is that you leave the roof open if possible. Of course, if this was a little closer to a hill, and you have a higher chance of monsters and animals falling off the hill into here, and you don't want that. So in that particular case, you might want to put a roof on it. But since this is pretty far away from the hills and no one can really fall in here, I prefer this to be open. That's the ideal situation. Prefer it to be open, so that way it gets daytime light on the crops, and it gets the best lighting during the day, and torch lighting at night. So anyway, not to expound on it too much more, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys got any questions or comments about crops, or how I build these things, I think I've illustrated it pretty good on what you need and the design and stuff. Just leave me a comment, and I'll see if I can help you out. Anyway, take care, guys.